Such a ball with this cat the other day, and we still have more ground to cover. Francisco Mela, welcome back to the Jake Feinberg Show.
Yeah.
I wanted you to just talk about how McCoy Tyner helped brought you into his band, and then what was his leadership style like? My feeling is he never told you what to play.
Yeah. Well, how McCoy got me into the band. Well, I was when I did my records album CD. No. How do you say that? When I record my first album, Mela,
Yeah.
I was in Boston, and I came to New York with my album to ask for a gig at the Blue Notes.
Yeah.
And they said to me, no, because nobody knows you, and the only people and the only Cuban that are allowed to play here are Paquito Rivera or Arturo Sandoval. I mean, people that play here with name.
Right.
And I said, okay. But this is a release. I'm a friend with Paquito. No, don't worry about it. And I said, okay. And so you don't want to give me a gig? No. And I say, okay, let me call Paquito. So I call Paquito. And I say, Paquito, you know what? I'm here at the Blue Note right now. And they say that the only way that I play, that I'm allowed to play here is because if I play with you, or I have to ask your status. He said, what? They said that? They said that? And he said to me, what are you trying to do? I just record this album with Lovano and these guys, and I just want to play here. Are you into playing? Of course I want to play with you, Mela, he said.
Wow.
So when is the gig? Okay, hold on, no. Let me put you on the phone with these people. And so I call back. I say, okay. So you say that if I get Paquito, I can play here? Yeah, but don't worry about it. Paquito's not going to play with you. I say, okay, here is Paquito on the phone. Hey, guys, come on. What's happening? What's wrong with you?
Wow.
I'm playing with him. Give me a gig. Give him a gig. And so, wow, they were in shock because I'm talking to Paquito's on the phone telling them, what happened with you guys? Are you crazy?
Wow, this is unbelievable.
Well, Paquito said that. Tell them that I want to play with him. Mela, when is the gig? And so they just gave me one set on Monday. Having Paquito on the phone and saying yes, automatically I call Joe Lovano. I say, Joe, Paquito is playing on my CD release party. Lovano was in shock. Paquito is playing? Yeah, Paquito is coming. I'm coming too. And so
wow.
Paquito came, and then my the tenor player that I was working at that time was Mark Turner.
Yeah.
Mark. And so Mark was available, Paquito was available, Lovano was available, and my record label, when I called them and I said that I'm doing my CD release party with Paquito, Lovano, Mark Turner, they were like, what? Where? At the Blue Note in New York, they say, we are coming. They came from Spain.
Wow.
To one set.
No way.
Yeah, because I was big, man. And so they gave me one set. We blew up the Blue Note was packed and people. And I remember they just gave me one set, and there is still people for the second set, and they were like, "Is there no any more set?" No, that's it. There was only one. A lot of people didn't come. didn't come out because they say the Blue Note was sold out, and then there's still a line for the second show. And so Blue Note Club, which is the at that time, they called me next day. Hey, Mela, we want to have a meeting with you. Can you come at 2:00? And I went there, and they said to me, we want to represent you. We want to manage you. What? Yeah, we want to manage you. What do you mean you want to manage me? Yeah, we want to represent you. You're going to be allowed to record with the Half Note Record, which is a record company.
Sure.
And you're going to play here at the Blue Note anytime you want. Are you serious? Yes. And so, Jay, you can see that I brought a lot of money on Monday with those three giants. And so they were like in shock. How come this a little Cuban can do that here? Well, I put three guys in the room. I mean, on the stage, and what happened is that they put me, the manager that the person that they put me to manage me from there, it was the same manager of McCoy Tyner. And so one day, McCoy drummers didn't come, couldn't make it. And my manager asked me, Mela, you want to play? Well, actually, I said, man, if McCoy need a drummer, because he was telling me,
yeah.
He was telling me for one gig that he was so upset because the drummer couldn't make it because couldn't fly because the rain of the bad weather. And so McCoy was upset because the drummer, Eric Kamau Grabat, is in Minnesota.
Eric Grabat, yeah, I know that cat.
Eric Grabat,
yeah.
He almost don't make the show.
Wow.
And so that was a problem. McCoy was like really mad and upset. And so I told him, man, next time, let me know. Are you want to play that? And I said, of course, McCoy Tyner, man. And so he's representing me. And so he gave me the music. And one day he said, Mela, you ready? Ready for what? McCoy need the drummer. The guy is not coming. Boom, I went there. I did the gig. And then after that gig, they put it in a special. The gig was okay because I was so big. But then, remember that the Blue Note company, the management, they were very happy with me. And they create a special quartet, including me, Esperanza, Ravi Coltrane, for McCoy. And they sent us to Oakland, to the Joshi's, one of the clubs over there, for 1 week to play.
Hey, like Yoshi's or something?
Joshi's, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I went there. I played for 1 week with McCoy there. And at the end of the week, my manager called me and he said, McCoy wants to in the band. He don't want more to work with. He don't want to work no more with Eric Kamau.
Yeah.
And I got the key. So,
you are an amazing storyteller, man. That is.
I got the gig, man. You heard that? I don't know if you heard this expression. It was about the right time, about the time. I mean, it was
timing. Yeah, timing.
It was. How do you say it?
I would say divine timing.
Divine timing.
Yeah,
that's it.
So, but actually, the truth is that you had to stand your ground and draw that line in the sand. And instead of blowing up at them, you at Blue Note, when you first went there, you do your homework. You call your friend, and you get him on the phone, and that is actually that was the test for you. After that, you were blessed. The timing all fell into place, but you had to advocate for yourself, and I feel like that is that takes a lot of intestinal fortitude and energy, and I give you a lot of props for that. Mela, do you play after? So I just want to go back for a minute. At Wally's, you are in the house band there. Did you gravitate at all to any kind of like when you were still just sort of getting yourself together, like Latin rock gigs, psychedelic rock? Did you play a lot of rock music?
Well, I don't think that I understand everything you want to ask me, but I play everything there, and I did my homework. I knew that I had to work hard on my swing because I'm coming from Cuba, and I did several years over there.
Wow.
At Wallis,
Wow.
Always recording the little black guys that were playing, swinging at Wallis over there. And so I did my thing, man. I did my homework. I still doing my homework. Can you hear this?
Absolutely. Yeah, I hear you.
And I still every day I'm doing homework, and so I think that is the part that really that's the area where I am really very comfortable in my practicing, because I know that every time that I practice, I progress a little bit, and so learning the vocabulary, learning the language, it wasn't gonna be any problem for me. It's just about time. And when I got to New York, I had that opportunity. The reason that I record that album that I mentioned to you, is because I started to hang out a little bit with Joe Lovano. And Joe Lovano was the one who said to me, "Man, you have a lot of music. You have to write your music." Because I was always singing melodies to Lovano, and he said, "Man, you have to write your music." And I never wrote music before in my life.
Wow.
Until Lovano inspired me with that word. I took it so serious that I couldn't believe that Lovano is telling me that I have music to write. Because as a drummer, I thought that I never will write music. And when that guy said that to me, really, I went to the piano and I sit down and I start to scratching the piano a little bit. I wrote like couple notes, 2 notes, blah, blah, blah. And I remember that Danilo was around, and I say, "Danilo, can you play this that I wrote? Because I don't know how to play piano." He say, I wrote this on the paper. Can you play that? And he said, "Wow, man, this is wonderful. Can I take this melody for me?" And I was like, "No way, I'm recording this." and my whole album I started to do like that. And my wife is a witness of how I start writing music.
Wow.
from zero, like nothing, like not knowing how to write music. And so.
I want to be clear. Did you read music when you got your chops of reading?
Yeah. Because I went to but I was always focused on the drumming.
Right.
On the snare piece, on the snare drums, and so I can read the music, but not write music. Reading is one thing, but writing is another thing.
Absolutely. No, I mean that. What I'm saying is, though, you were used to arrangements, looking at notes. Like when you saw it, it was a matter of. But you never played.
No. Because remember that in the school, you do a complementary piano. You do solfeggio, you do theory, contrapoint, all these things. Yeah, I went to the school. But one thing is the academic school, another thing is like now I'm a composer. It's a different thing.
Hey, most of the musicians back in the 70s had a very hard time getting mortgages for their for a house if they said they were a musician, but if they said they were a composer, they always got the house.
Yeah.
And so like there's a when you listen back, I mean, to the first tunes that you recorded, were they were they very percussive kind of tunes, or did you?
Yeah, very, very much. But I haven't. That's what I'm trying to say. Lovano heard me singing melodies,
Right.
and he said, "Man, you have so much music," and I wrote melodies. For example, I will come with something like "Tu tiraro di pura po po pororaro po ti do ri di da do re ro la ra tum tum pi ri 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 ra pi pu ru 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 pa pi ti ri ru ru ra ti ta ra." And I go to the piano and I put the notes on the paper. I write this, and then I put a little chords on the bass line. Tum ping tum ti pu pum pi tum tu ping tum ti pu ping pi tum. I mean, I'm a musical person. I just got it on this. I just trying to tell you that I never did it because nobody inspired me, and I never did it because I thought that I was just gonna be playing drums, and I didn't see myself until somebody like Lovano inspired me, telling me that I can write my own music. And then when he said that, write that, he said to me, write that, just what you singing, write it down. And I said, wow, yeah, let me go to the piano. And I tried, and I did it.
Wow.
And when I did it, I go for Danilo, and Danilo said, yeah, this is great melody. I remember that the first tune that I wrote in my life is entitled Sorpresa, Surprise, which is in my album Mela. The first tune. And the bass line goes like, dum, dum, like a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, beep, bang, boom, 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 bang, boom, bang, boom, 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 beep, bang, dum, dum, boom, bang, boom, bang, boom, 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 bang, beep, boom, 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 boom. And so that from that, I think that I wrote. I don't remember now. It was the bass line or the melody. Tiro tira ra ra, tiro li ri ra ri ra, tiri ri ra ri ra, tero ri ri ra ri ra, tero re ro, to re ro ra, to re ro ra, tom pen, piden pom pom, chum pom pen pudding. And when I played that a little bass line, when I wrote that a little bass line with that melody, I made Danilo play it. And Danilo was like, wow, this is amazing, man. I just remember that was in 2005, you know? And so that was the first thing. And everything started when I wrote the melody. And Danilo could play. I came back home and I said to my wife, Shelly, I can write music. And so she was witnessing all me writing music all the time now in the piano. And I bought a piano. I brought the piano in my little house. No, it was amazing. It was amazing.
And that was 2007. When was that?
2000. That was 2000. 2005. Writing the music. 2006. I recorded and released the album.
And melodies
the second album.
Right, and today you still have melodies. You're still singing all the way home. The tunes are still coming through.
I know. I'm always composing.
Yeah.
For example, right now I'm composing. You know.
You're reminding me of Dizzy Gillespie right now, man.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, Dizzy was a Baha'i, the Baha'i faith, which is from Iran. It's definitely the minority religion, but do your kids? How have you been able to pass down knowledge to? What's the best way for Mela to be a leader in this time for younger cats? I only say that because divine timing and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of hard work and luck and grace. You get to work with John Lockwood and George Garzone and Lovano and so many of these guys that were graced by the guys from Dizzy's generation and before. And a lot of those cats are either not playing anymore or they're gone. And I just feel like, how do you get some of those messages across that are beyond the music?
I don't know. I remember someone like McCoy Tyner told me that I have a mission. When he told me that we play music to free our souls, and he said to me, "You are with me, and what I'm passing to you, you have to pass it to the next generation." And I consider myself always a leader. I don't know if I'm trying to, and so leader from the drums, even if I'm a sideman, because I have a mission to do, like play the drums and keep the band, together, and so I don't know.
No, well, first of all, the drummer is the leader of the band. That's not common knowledge, okay? But you
Sometimes.
No, what I'm saying is you're not necessarily the showman or but you can change the tempo, you can kick people in the ass, you can do whatever you want, like in a very tasteful way. My feeling is when McCoy said the job of the purpose of music is to free our soul. That's all I care about, and that I almost like it from minute one. I just wonder about, especially in. Part of me feels like the music you play, when it gets to a certain level of spirit, it becomes one sound. Just one sound.
One what?
One sound. The whole band becomes one sound.
Yeah.
And I just wanted you to talk a little bit about, from that perspective, how you build up to that point where you're out of your thinking mind and everybody's on the same frequency. To me, like we are so conditioned now to sit and stare at somebody's facility instead of actually letting the body dance. Rockalon Bob Moses, I don't know if you ever met Rockalon, but he told me, let the body dance. And I feel like jazz music is about, it's dance. You have to live. If you're going to free your soul, you got to move your body.
I think that because of all what I've been going through and the power of the heart, the power that I have in my heart. Remember, I'm coming from Cuba, and I want to make my American dream.
Yeah.
My American dream is to play with these guys. And so in Cuba, we have a strong tradition. And so all the experience by going through all this experience with these guys are making me the person that I am now. And so when Raglan, when the French called me to play in that band, I know that I have a big responsibility because it's a big shoes,
Oh yeah.
So, totally big shoes. Bogolari, brother. I saw that guy playing every time, and the sound that he produced to embrace the band was amazing. So now I learned something. Of course, George and Lockwood, they don't want me to sound exactly like Bogolari. Of course, no, because Mela is one person.
Mela's his own person, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love this, dude. I love it. Dude, you don't want to sound like Galati. Galati was Galati, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they want me to carry on with my experience, my own sound, and my vision, the band, and incorporate all that in the vision that they have as a band. And so it's been great because through the process, by being playing all these years with them now, like 2 years already, we are growing every day, and something very important is the trust, and that's what they have of me. They trust me. They know that I'm not there just to be a fancy drummer. They know that I care for the music, that I care for the legacy of the. And so for me, that's very important, man. That makes me a leader.
Yeah.
You know, that makes me now when I talk to my student, I share that with them. It's not about. I share with them something that Elvin Jones told me. Elvin Jones told me, Mela, it's more easy to impress than play good. and so that's what I'm trying to do.
Dude, that is so cool.
I'm trying to play good, not to impress them. And that's what I pass on to my students too. And so even when I pass this on to my student, I'm passing it to me.
Sure.
Because I want to make sure that I'm playing good. And Jake, this is not only one answer. It's many answers because it's a lot of.
Hey Mela, I've done couple thousand interviews, so you're right. There's many different answers. Everybody has their own answer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I mean, so I just want to be clear. Garzone and Lovano want you to carry on. Those are big shoes to fill. But when they say they want you to carry on, that's having your own sound, individual sound. And I want to ask you about the idea of playing through time. I mean, you brought up Elvin. And like that to me, I don't care what context it was, those were sheets of sound. And McCoy was part of that too. But I'm just wondering what the qualities are that they know that you can be you can be a torchbearer.
You asking me about
like you said that they want you to sound like yourself, and that you have an obligation to pass on. What is that? What are you passing on, Mela? Individual sound? Yeah.
Well, I'm passing on many things like my sacrifice.
What is now? Can you give an example? I want you to talk about that's really important. An example of sacrifice?
Well, a sacrifice that I left my country to be in this country, and I had to learn a different language, and I had to deal with a different society, and all that is a lot, man.
Oh, it's a lot, dude. You did it, man.
That's all a lot.
Yeah, it's a freaking lot. I know you're darn right. It is, man.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, all that. That's why I was saying all what I've been going through is what makes them to believe and trust on what I play.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's not that song is my friend and he loved me as a friend and Lovano. No. They hearing my sound without being saying any word. They hearing my sound how serious I am. And I'm serious when I touch the cymbal, when I touch the snare drum, when I touch it. They know what's happening. They know that the way that I'm playing is coming from somewhere else. It's not only the American way. It's coming from another planet.
Absolutely.
Place.
Yes.
And so that music, without saying any word, that music that I play speaks for itself. And so that's why I practice every day, and this is one of the things that I pass on to my students. It's not about to go on YouTube and copy licks and repeat on the bandstand. No, yeah, you can copy the lick and repeat it like for 3 or 4 times, but the lick is not yours, so you don't feel comfortable. No,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, your own lick. And so when I said that today, I'm telling them that they have to really sit down and review themselves, because the music, they think that they are listening to the music, and I'm telling them, the music, you are not listening to the music. The music is watching us. when we play music, the music is watching us, and most of the time, we think that we are listening to the music. No, the music is watching us. The music is listening to us. You know, and that's what I'm trying to, when I play, that's what I'm trying. It's hard to, I mean, it's easy to say it.
No. First of all, Mela, you just articulated it so beautifully, because here's the thing. What you were playing on the phone before, you're practicing is composing. You're playing either beyond what you know, or you're just playing music. Like Jim Hall and Sonny Rollins weren't practicing licks. They were playing in their practicing. They were playing. They were searching, or they were hoping the music would find them.
Exactly.
And so that's the old school essence. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the problem is, there's just so much. We're saturated with so much content, and so much of it is visual, that we've gotten, a lot of kids' ears are locked because they're learning to read music before they really hear the music,
Yeah.
And I think that's the other part of it, is your groove helping people unlock their ears. I think that's an incredibly. How does it work at the Lily Pad? I mean, can younger cats sit in, or is it just that's your gig?
Youngest guy, what? What do you say?
The gig you have with Garzone and Lockwood at the Lily Pad.
Yeah.
Younger cats come and support it.
Oh,
yeah.
All my students come every Monday.
Wow.
My students come every Monday. Every Monday. My students, because I talk to them very seriously. I say, guys, you're just running around, but you are not stepping. I mean, you are not going to the right place. And
I love that honesty, dude. You know what? They're going to come back to you later in life and say, you challenged me, and it was the best thing for me.
Yeah.
What are you going to tell them what they want to hear? That's what's going on in society everywhere now. You have to tell them, hey, that's great, but you're heading down the wrong path.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the student. There's some student that sometimes they say, wow, I never heard my teacher play. He's always teaching me all the stuff, but I never heard him play. And it's amazing with you, Mela, because you teach me this, and what you taught me is what you're playing over there. And it makes sense. That's why you got the gigs. And I said, well, that's why I'm inviting you guys, because I'm playing for real. I do tours. I record. I'm an active musician.
Absolutely, yeah, professional musician, yeah.
And so I tell them. I remember that me telling them about the story of Bill Stewart. You know Bill Stewart?
The drummer, yeah.
Yeah. Bill Stewart was teaching at this jazz camp. And all the student has a lot of questions. And one of the questions is like, Bill, what you do to get all those gigs, man? You always working. He said, oh, yeah, because I practice. And can you show us the right symbol pattern that you use? And he showed them the right symbol pattern. And they were happy. And then the jazz camp week finished. But they come again the next year. And here we go again, the same kicks. Hey, Bill, it's so good. It's so great to see you again, blah, blah, blah. But we are a little worried, man. What happens? No, because you show us the right symbol pattern, but we don't have it. We still don't get any kick. Because it's not the right symbol pattern. It's the feel.
Exactly.
And so when I tell my students that when we are in the classroom, it's an academic thing. But when they come to see me, it's a street experience. So academical thing is the school. How do you write the symbol? Blah blah blah. But when you come to the show now, is the life experience, real experience. Like how do you mistake? How do you fix those mistakes? How do you play? How do you interact? How do you improvise? How do you play the solo? How do you complete? It's a different thing. So they come. My student comes. Yeah.
One final question for you, brother. I look forward to the day I can come see you in person and get healed by you.
Where are you located?
Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, you are in Arizona?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, you have to come here.
I know. I'm definitely. It's on my radar, man. I'm gonna link. I'll find out when you guys have a couple gigs string together, and I'll figure it out. But where do you need to grow the most as a person or a player, Mela?
As a person, well, let me tell you this. I'm a Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Jehovah's
That's
Witness.
beautiful. Yeah, right on, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm still working on my on to be more spiritual. Yeah, and so that's when I become more spiritual, I become a better person because it's all about God, you know. But
well, I think I would also say that like it allows God to come through you in your plan.
Well, God already came to me. He created us. I had to go to Him.
Right.
It's a different thing. God is not gonna come if we don't go. If we don't ask Him to come. So that's what I'm working.
You're working on that. You feel like you are
working on to get close and close and close
yeah.
to Him.
I mean,
no Him to get close to me. God don't need us. We need God. You know.
I know.
And so I always remind that to me and myself that I wanna do good in order be good at God eyes, you know. And so that's one thing. As a person, as a spiritual person.
Yeah.
And the other thing, as a musician, bro, Jake, this never ends, brother. Never. Yeah. Every day I found something new. I don't know why. When I think that I got it, it's not. And it's an amazing process. I see the kids, they learn things fast, very fast. But of course, when I ask them, when is your next gig, they don't know because they don't have a gig.
Right.
And so you can see that they learn fast, but there is something that is not making them get the gigs. So maybe the experience, maybe the touch of the drums, or maybe the sincerity of the music that they're playing. So remember that Elvin Jones told me it's more easy to impress than play good. So maybe they need to work on that thing because they might think that they are playing good because they got chops and they got some ideas, but they don't know how to play good yet.
No, but so, here's the thing. You talk about trust and feel. That comes from playing live,
Exactly.
a lot. So there's not as many gigs. There's less gigs than when you were. And so how are they supposed to? They can't do that in isolation. And so my feeling is like, Mela, like it just flashed in my head, but I feel like down the road you need to get involved with some people and open Mela's music spot for all the. I mean, they don't have places to feel good. They don't like.
Yeah.
When's the next? How are you supposed to work on something when you don't have a gig? You can't do it.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna solve these problems, but I will tell you, I cannot wait to come and meet you in person, man. I am. You make things. You know, you may not want to hear it or not, but you know, you are a very cosmic person with your storyteller, you know, and you carry on that story.
I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. It's real. It is totally authentic you, and that's hard to come by. And so many blessings to you and your family, man.
Thanks, man.
Be cool.
I hope I answered your questions, man.
Hey, you know what I care about? If you had a good time. That's all I care about.
I had a great time.
Because you know what? The enlightenment, when I transcribe this and put it up the stories, it'll inspire other people to keep going. That is my whole mission in life, you know, inspire other people.
Beautiful. Man.
Yeah, man. Great to connect with you, Mela. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, man.
Cheers.
All right, Jay. You take care and let's be connected.
We will stay always connected, brother.
Yes, man.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.